Hi, my name is Nancy Volante, and I wanted to come on today to introduce myself as I begin this podcast called The Whispering Soul. So, the Whispering Soul is about creating community, about gathering information to share with the community, with audience, about humanistic astrology, about wellness coaching, and about how we connect individually and collectively. So, backtracking a little bit about myself. I am an interdisciplinary artist, a humanistic astrologer, and a certified wellness coach. And what I've done is I've combined astrology and coaching, and I call that Astrology Wellness Coaching. So, before this, I had a studio in Connecticut for many years, a yoga studio. So I was a yoga teacher and did astrology in the studio as well. And I decided that I wanted to reach more people, wanted to have a different platform of communication. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to begin to create community, which is what I love to do. I love to build community. One little note here, being very transparent. I don't like to edit. I kind of keep my not videos. This is one's audio, the way it is. So unless it's terribly wrong, you won't see too much editing. So to continue, I want to tell you a little bit about humanistic astrology. And, as we get into it, what it really is, and the foundation for me is that astrology reveals your inner themes, your gifts, and your growth edges. And I love that. Growth edges. Those are so important. And those are the edges that we tend to back away from. I've done it. We've all done it. So we lean back. But really what we want to do is we want to lean into those edges. For example, if we have a writer's block, you want to lean into those edges. Doesn't always feel comfortable, but allows a breakthrough, a creative potential, an area of growth. So we look at those through the birth chart, through the lens of your map that you came into when you were born, which is so beautiful. Very, sacred geometry. So then I take the wellness coaching, and with that, we work with what we've learned from your chart. We work with that very intentionally. So healing becomes something that is creative, maybe uncomfortable, but still creative. Growth then becomes empowering, not overwhelming. Very important, right? And it's good to have that support. So you can create a foundation that if you do feel overwhelmed, you have some tools. And wellness coaching and astrology are tools. There's many tools out there. These are just a couple. All right? So how I'd like to do the podcast is I'd like to do the new moon every month, the full moon every month. So they're about 2 weeks apart, creating and understanding those cycles. The fastest moving, not really a planet, but we call the moon an luminary. And then do some themes around energy that's happening with different transits. So how the planets are talking to us, how they're guiding us. So that's what I'm gonna begin with and begin to build. And hopefully with a really curious audience. So let me leave you with this. Self-awareness is powerful, but self-directed growth is transformative. So with that said, I invite you to be curious. Try not to be judgmental. We all are. That's okay. We're human, but we bring that mindfulness in. So we begin to create a bridge between where we've been, past, where we're going, future, but where we need to be is the present. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you real soon. Have a great night.